Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our space of growth and fluency. We often hear that IQ, our intellectual quotient, is the key to success. But as we navigate the complexities of life, we realize that being smart is not enough. The real magic happens when we master EQ, emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, while also influencing the emotions of others. It is the difference between reacting and responding. It is the bridge between hearing and listening. In today's shadowing session, we will explore the depths of human connection and the art of empathy. This text is designed to help you master a more nuanced, sophisticated, and empathetic tone in English. Take a deep breath. Open your heart. Let's immerse ourselves in the language of connection. Part 1. The Foundation of Self-Awareness. The journey of emotional intelligence begins with a single, quiet act: self-awareness. Most of us spend our lives reacting to the world around us without ever asking why. We feel anger, anxiety, or sadness, and we let these emotions drive our actions. But the emotionally intelligent person does something different. They create a space between the emotion and the reaction. Imagine your emotions as waves in the ocean. You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf. Self-awareness is the act of stepping back and observing the wave. Instead of saying, "I am angry," you say, "I notice that I am feeling anger." This subtle shift in language changes your relationship with your emotions. You are no longer the storm, you are the observer of the storm. When you understand your own triggers, you gain the power to choose your response. This is the foundation of all personal freedom. Part 2. The Bridge of Empathy. Once we master our inner world, we can begin to understand the outer world. This is where empathy enters. Empathy is often confused with sympathy. Sympathy is feeling for someone. It is looking down into a dark hole and saying, "I'm sorry you're down there." Empathy, however, is feeling with someone. It is climbing down into that hole, sitting beside them in the dark, and saying, "I know what it feels like here, and you are not alone." In a world dominated by digital screens and superficial interactions, true empathy has become a rare and precious skill. It requires active listening, listening not to respond, but to understand. It means paying attention to the unspoken words, the slight tremor in a voice, or the sadness hidden behind a smile. When we practice empathy, we validate the other person's experience. We tell them that their feelings are real and that they matter. This is how deep, authentic connections are built. Part 3. The Art of Emotional Regulation. However, empathy without boundaries can lead to emotional exhaustion. This is why emotional regulation is crucial. Regulation is not about suppressing your emotions or pretending to be happy when you're hurting. Suppression is a pressure cooker. Eventually, it will explode. Regulation is about processing the emotion and directing it in a constructive way. Consider the heat of an argument. The natural instinct is to defend ourselves, to raise our voices, and to win the fight. But the emotionally intelligent person knows that winning an argument often means losing a relationship. They practice the art of the pause. In that pause, they ask themselves, "What is my goal here? Is it to be right, or is it to be in a healthy relationship? By regulating the impulse to react, they transform a potential conflict into an opportunity for growth. They speak with a softness that disarms anger and a clarity that resolves confusion. Part 4. The impact on success and fulfillment. As we look at the trajectory of the most successful leaders and mentors in history, we see a common thread: high emotional intelligence. Technical skills can get you the job, but people skills get you the promotion. The ability to navigate complex interpersonal dynamics, to inspire a team, and to handle criticism with grace is what separates the good from the great. But beyond professional success, EQ is the key to a fulfilled life. It allows us to forgive ourselves for our mistakes and to extend that same forgiveness to others. It teaches us that every person we meet is fighting a hard battle we know nothing about. When we lead with emotional intelligence, we stop judging and start wondering. We stop blaming and start understanding. As you practice your English today, remember that language is more than just grammar and vocabulary. It is a vehicle for emotion. When you speak with empathy and awareness, your words carry more weight. They touch people's hearts, not just their minds. Fluency is not just about how fast you speak, but about how deeply you connect. We have reached the end of today's journey. I hope this session brought you not only a sense of linguistic progress, but also a moment of inner peace. Remember, emotional intelligence is a muscle. The more you practice self-awareness and empathy in your daily life, the stronger it becomes. The same is true for your English. Every word you shadow, every emotion you mimic, is a step toward a more confident and connected version of yourself. If this session resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe to join our mindful community. I would love to hear from you in the comments. What does connection mean to you? Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. Be kind to yourself, be patient with your progress, and I will see you in the next session. Goodbye.